All right, guys, we're back here in our very brief album review series and ranking, of course, at the end of it, of the 80s synth pop group. If you caught the last review, we're going through Mr. Mister's albums. I think they got the 4 albums. That's it. So we're already halfway done. And this time we're looking at, I believe, 1986's their second album, their sophomore album, Welcome to the Real World. And this album has their biggest hits on it. This is the one that I guess really made them big and really made them blow up. And you still hear these hits on the radio today. And I mean, and a lot of people, I guess they would probably think these bands are a 1 or 2 hit wonder based off just the 2 tracks that mainly play all the time. But there's more to them than that. I mean, you know, if you saw my first review of them, and I'll get to more tracks here. But anyways, we'll go and hop right into this, and I'll go ahead and say that this is on one of those albums that doesn't list the track listing in order for some reason. I've never really understood that. I mean, I guess if there's a couple of releases, like different releases overseas or something that has a different track listing, but as far as I know, the track listing was the same internationally. But I mean, I may be wrong there. So with that being said, I got the record here to really get it correct. Anyways, we start off with the super hooky in Black and White. And what a great track. Oh my God, to open this thing. And the production on this thing is really big, really big 80s sound with the heavy synthesizers and keyboards and, you know, very clean guitar sound with a little bit of an edge to it. But yeah, the production a lot bigger than their first album, I Wear the Face. But yeah, Black and White just really lets you know immediately what this album's going to be about. And it's one of my favorite tracks off here, and by then, period. And then what we've got is a big track here, Uniforms of Youth, with one of the hookiest keyboard lines, synthesizer lines off this thing. And again, one of the best tracks off here. This is a band that it's really hard to find bad songs by. I mean, there's some that I prefer over others, obviously, but this is definitely a band, like I said. I mean, most of the songs by them I really dig, and that is definitely one of them. Then we've got track number 3 here, Don't Slow Down. That one's probably one of my least favorites off here. I wouldn't call it filler though. I mean, it's a good song. You got a really good hooky chorus, but a little bit just not as remarkable as I would say some of like the prior 2 tracks or even some that precede it. Then we've got track number 4, Run to Her. That's another one I would say is a little bit on the weaker side. Probably my least favorite off there. Good song, but one of the that one I'd maybe call a filler track. Not a bad song, but not one I often return to. Then finally on side 1, we've got Into My Own Hands. Actually, a track I hadn't heard in a long time. I used to kind of call it filler, you know, but that is actually a really freaking good song. I forgot about it, and then I heard it. I was like, man, what a way to close that first side. Not one of my favorites, but definitely one that kind of surprised me. Forgot about. Then we got side 2, which starts with one of my favorites off here. And I'm pretty sure this one was a hit back in the day, Is It Love? And man, that is just one of the hookiest choruses you'll ever hear. And the synthesizers, like the da, I mean, oh, what a great freaking song. That's one of my favorite songs by this band, period. Then we've got Kyrie, I think is how you say it. You know, I get kind of, some of that stuff's kind of weird. I think it's, I get kind of confused with the lyrics of that song in general about the chorus. I probably should look them up. But anyways, Kyrie is one of the biggest hits they have and one you still hear. And I do dig that song. You know, I honestly, you know, if you could tell, I mean, I've got a bunch of CDs and records back here. I don't really listen to the radio. I still venture out for albums I haven't heard and stuff, you know, but listen to the full album. But yeah, so, I mean, a lot of times the hits for me don't really bug me as much, unless they've just been shoved down my throat and I can't really get away from them. Or I just don't like the song as much. But yeah, so Kyrie, I like that song. I think it's a great song. Not one of my favorites off here, but definitely a good, you know, upbeat track. And then we've got the other huge one that may be bigger than Kyrie, Broken Wings. And I really dig that song too. Again, I don't really listen to the radio because I've got a lot of, you know, the media I want here, and then I'm constantly getting new CDs and records and stuff. or not, I have Spotify, stuff like that. So Broken Wings, you want to talk about the ending of that song. The best way to describe it is like synth heaven. All right, you could put headphones on and just close your eyes, and the ending of just the synth in that is one of the best things I've ever heard in my life. It's like the perfect harmony of the guitar tone and the guitar and the synths, and it's just one of the most beautiful sounds I've ever heard. Oh man! So even if you're not a fan of this song because you're tired of it being a hit or whatever, man, stick around to the ending. I mean, every time that just gets me, I'm telling you. But I do like the song as a whole. Like, that's one of my favorites. Then we maybe have my favorite off here, the second last track, Tangent Tears. Man, this is one of those songs that this is why you should check out more than the hits, because Tangent Tears has got super, super hooky everything on it, and some of the best vocal performances by Richard Page on there. Man, I mean, just like not even just the chorus, but like the little fillings in between the chorus and near the end of it. He just knocks it out of the park. This whole band is just absolutely solid. Then for the final track, we have the title track, Welcome to the Real World. Cool way to close it off. I would say that's a really solid closing track. I really like that song. But yeah, guys, overall, just an incredible album. 2 incredible, amazing albums that I would call masterpieces in a row from these guys. So they're more than the hits. I just want people to really check out these guys' stuff, because there's just a lot more to it in these deep cuts. But next time we'll be looking at their third and second last album. I believe 1988 or 89's 1988 or 89's, I can't remember which year, Go On. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, and correct me on any of that stuff if I ended up messing it up. But thanks, guys.